pop all day. Hold up, somebody on their way. Hold up, I with a crown all day. Hold up, somebody can't relate.
Black
Hold up,
Panther.
stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that hit my 40 money. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties out my shows. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh, really now? Aight, man, let's get it done. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they asked for. Like Tupac spitting out of tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No giving like 5. Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Thug mode, at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me, baby, come ride with me. Ride with me, baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride.
We come to you north of the border. The Cleveland Cavaliers control the tip, and we're underway. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Absolute stud. Just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are. This team's still having the chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Danny Green, great feed. Slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
John Henson pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Love to J.R. Smith. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Pascal Siakam to Leonard. John Henson snatching it out of the air. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off John Henson. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Another follows. Stays out. Sexton. To Love. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Knocked loose. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Count it. That misses with 2 seconds to go. The first quarter's complete. The Cavaliers with the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
John Henson tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Cavs have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They're down 3. Marc Gasol. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Leonard to Lowry. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Smith to Colin Sexton. Love. Marc Gasol sends it away. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. Lowry into the front court. It's a 1-point game as we approach halftime. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul in the last 2 minutes.
Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Love. And count the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lowry into the front court. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jack.
Okay. Hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Kyle Lowry. Couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. He missed a pair of free throws. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
The assist from number 7.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Raptors have the lead.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Leonard to Gasol. Marc Gasol. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
To Colin Sexton from long range. Like the toughness, but Colin Sexton off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Pascal Siakam. That'll get out off the Raptors. Sexton going to launch beyond the arc.
To number 2, Kawhi Leonard. That's his first personal foul.
Cedi Osman is going to get a chance at 3 here. 56% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line.
Good shot, man.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Driving is Green, but he can't finish.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Smith to Love. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. Well defended. Lowry with it. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Love. Kevin Love, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Leonard to Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
It's good and 1.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and 1. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
John Henson trying to cash in on the three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Driving right to the basket. Kawhi Leonard looking good. 4 for 5.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. A shot at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Raptors in front. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. The Cavaliers start with the basketball here in the fourth quarter. And a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
Ed, I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Cavs at the controls. to J.R. Smith. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Leonard to Danny Green. And scores. Strong take.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Easy path to the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
John Henson with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. 4 out of 10.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Knocked loose. Fires the three. Won't go down for J.R. Smith. Defense was all over him. Danny Green. That is great vision to set it up. And he dunks it down for 2.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Over to the right side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great.